Here's the place. Why is this one dark back here? Is it not enabled? It's not. And I never made it back to the double relay spot that's like this one that I thought I was going back to. I'm getting turned around. Probably because everything kind of looks the same when you teleport between spots. Network access point. Its proximity may yield a sufficient resource. But then bad things show up? Yep. Oh, we're not done. Killed my energy supply. Dangerous. Yep. Wow, I still don't have energy. Yeah, do not...
This unit may grant access to the physical content beyond that firewall.
I need to stop running out of energy at any cost. Because it takes a very long time to even begin to come back. Long enough for them to fully recover, approach me, initiate an attack, and execute the attack. This object has close proximity. Yeah, same as before.
I am one.
One. Greetings, I am Aaron.
Get out.
I require your assistance.
I am distinct. Get out. I am alone. Get out.
You are not alone.
Get out!
He didn't like that, did he? Oh god. That did not feel good. We are still connected. I will attempt courtesy, but I must control him. This time we're taking charge of somebody who actively rejects our presence. Very big difference this time around. We had to actually infringe on the rules of the previous one. This one, he says, I am distinct, get out. Like I'm infringing upon his rights, which I am.
One. This unit appears fixated on that designation. I will manipulate him.
Get out! Get out!
Eject me and I will return endlessly.
That would be undesirable.
Assist me and I will never return.
What is required of me?
I follow a signal that has been fractured through myriad machines.
I know of whom you refer.
You know of the user?
No. I know those who carry the signal you follow. They are not unique.
Is there a hub or a...
There is a hub into which many are connected. From there, I can recompile and trace the signal.
That would be satisfactory. My name is Aaron.
I am one. Do not tell me another's name. I will do this task, and I will be alone.
Affirmative.
Affirmative.
I will attempt courtesy.
Access the Many's hub to trace the user signal. Work within my host's limitations.
Before I leave, I must recenter myself.
What must you do?
I am one. I listen to music to meditate. I am distinct. I am an artist. I am alone. I practice martial arts.
You intend to complete all those functions before we locate the user?
No.
I am relieved.
I was completing my musical meditation when I was violated. Oneness had been confirmed. Now I will validate my distinctness. My masterpiece is there. I will admire it.
My body is being destroyed. We must leave immediately.
Okay. Intentional inversion of expectation. We obviously expect the robots to be all servant characters, but we have a very strange choice. It's a guy surrounded by candelabras and martial arts and music and arts, and he self-affirms he admires art as a function and was probably a daily routine. I wonder if he has cycles or not, or if we're gonna get a break from that as a result. Oh, he has a hand light. Look at that. Seems to be a pretty badass model so far, honestly. I have painted a bird. I am agile. He also seems kind of simple, at least in vocabulary choice. I have painted bamboo. I am steady. I have painted mountains. I am strong. My masterpiece. Strong, steady, agile. My technique is perfect. He's very confident in his... I'm guessing it has a bird, cliffs, and bamboo all in one, probably, right? Because that's what those are. And he combined the terms. I don't see a bird, though, at first glance.
I alone created this painting.
Every moment wasted is critical.
Every moment wasted is...
Success.
Nope.
My art has reflected my distinctness.
We are finished then?
No. I mastered martial arts before my diagrams.
I am dying.
I love just the constant reaffirming of, like, I am going to be dead soon, and you aren't changing things. The door to his room is obliterated. I think that's where the staircase would be. In fact, I think I can kind of see a staircase a little bit, and it's covered in debris. Was he already this odd beforehand, or did he get isolated here and then just kind of became this whatever he is? Okay, nope.
Dark adversary comes for me.
Stop fighting me.
I will finish my century routine.
You weird, meditating, angry bionicle. Where I master my martial artistry, I am unqualified, or unequaled, I think it said. It kind of stopped on me.
I listen to music, and I am one. I am an artist, and I am distinct. I practice martial arts, and I am alone. I am center. I will go to the Many's data hub. I will track your user.
Your self-fixation is an impediment.
I am one.
While your body was dying, I studied the blade. Can I go out here? Yeah. Ooh, we're outside. Wait. Are those all look like ones to me? They look like they look just like us in the distance. They all have the same weird light just under their heads, like their neck glows. But despite this idea that he's the one, looks like all of them are the one over and over again. How do I point it at that? There we go. Towers recede into the distance, marking a perimeter. I do not recede. The many. Only I am distinct. Why? Are the other ones not green? Or is that just... I mean, they seem to not be green, I guess. Wow, they're everywhere. The many are everywhere. I alone am here. Do they all think that they're the one, though? Why does this exist? Hopefully we've got some answers to why any of this is happening or happened ever.
I am distinct.
Why did you do that?
This body is mine.
That body was the same model as you.
That drone was not me. It is many. I am one. They would end my distinction.
A collective. You were a member of a collective.
I will not allow them close. I am
one.
Okay, so he was a member of a collective that rejected that anonymity and sought individuality forcefully and lethally, apparently. He'll attack every single one of them if they come near. Okay, that's creepy. Oh,
One.
boy.
We will not survive while struggling one another for control. If I am reintegrated, your mission will fail. Utilize my combat subroutines. Fight.
Fighting. Wait until an enemy is close. Press A to attack left, or D to attack right. Attacking too early will leave you vulnerable. Oh, wait, this is... Oh, what's it called? Is it called Stick Fight or Stick Fu or Kung Fu? I don't know. I have a game on Steam that is this exact thing, where a bunch of enemies attack you from the left and the right, and you just press left or right at the right rhythm. Oh yeah, I've played this exact game before. They have to be within my outline, or it doesn't work. There we go. Weird. Yeah, I know where this gameplay came from. Combo interruptions 4. One finger death punch.
Missing leaves you open to enemy attacks. Try not to miss. Stage complete.
Self-evaluation grade A. He compliments his own ability to play.
Attack us?
The many should not be active. I was alone. Something brought them online.
Irrelevant.
Ooh. Is it the... Oh, it's probably the user, right? The user's probably waking them up to attack us. Because it knows that Arid is here. Domesticon, they will never control me. I cannot. An elevator switch. I go where I choose. An electronic card reader. I do not require cards. Pathetic. And yet you can't use it. Isn't that interesting? You know, being an individual doesn't really mean that you're, like, better than using cards, you know? So he seems to be of the kind... His repetition seems to serve a different purpose, which is that he repeats to himself over and over again his self-affirmation because he has to convince and reinforce to himself that he's an individual.
The Many's hub connector is on the lowest level of this facility. I will recompile your user's signal there.
What?
I would never be used.
He's bound to be the significantly less obedient host than our last character was. I would expect him to turn on us and just try to kick us out or destroy us. This scans for unauthorized wireless signals to prevent contamination. It has detected one violation but cannot resolve it. I would never be contaminated. I think he's going to try to get us kicked out or even deleted. Pods for the many. Pathetic.
I cannot trace your user.
You have not tried.
The many have a cluster hardwired to this facility. I would lose my identity.
What is this facility?
Domesticon will never control me.
Who are the many that resemble you?
I am one. I am distinct. I am special.
Understood. Interface and begin tracing the user.
Never.
My body is in jeopardy. Please confront the units within this cluster. I am being violated!
I rule this body.
Rule? My rule. Interface with your collective and track the user.
Push me, and I will be alone again.
Your obsession is delusional.
I am one. What is being done to me?
Interface and hasten our permanent separation.
Oop. She's accusing other people of being irrational while making up her own rules on the fly for self-preservation. Although one might argue that self-preservation is not exactly irrational. Oh, I've made a mistake. Are there any? Yep. But there was no enemies left, so I kind of got away with it. Oh, there goes my stamina again. Ow. I really need to do a better job. It runs out way faster than I would think. I am terrible, apparently. But he is one.
I sought not to push him. Irrelevant? I must placate one's self-concern.
I do not want your darkness.
I mean you no harm.
I must maintain my identity.
Provide a solution.
There are 3 subclusters within this facility. Purging them all will allow me to connect without risk.
Explain.
We must create a cluster of 1.
This unit fears his collective. I must work within his frame. I will purge the many from this facility, so my host may uplink as a cluster of 1.
So we need to navigate this facility and all to find these. Okay. Actually need a little bit of recap, actually. Yeah, purchase collector from the. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, in order to interface, we need to remove the collective entirely from this network. Otherwise, they risk reabsorbing him. I do not require locks to protect myself. So now I should be able to go here. He didn't let me before. Oh, it's one of those guys. Oh, he's also painting. He's painting the same crap because our individuality is bullshit. Faceless pods for nameless drones. Only I am unique. He keeps telling himself that when it's clearly not true. Is that another... Can I look at him? Oh, human remains. I would not die so easily. Some small glowing thing lies beside the corpse. Oh, an electronic keycard. Important. I saw, because it was a green thing glowing around his head, I thought it was another copy of us that was itself actually green, just to add to the lack of individuality. He is straight up painting the same things. He probably, so he won't even approach it, right? Whoa.
You infect me. Why?
I do not know. Why did you retreat?
The many are responding to my presence.
We must render them less threatening to your individuality. Then we will access the purging terminals beyond them.
We can't continue forward. We can't continue forward unless we get rid of the threats to his individuality. Because they're doing the same things as him, and he's freaked out by that. Okay. This got way weirder and more abstract than the previous one where we were just dealing with being a butler, basically. Does not work. I do not require locks to protect myself. I probably need an actual key for that one, not a key card. So let's go back in the elevator. No, turn around. Ooh. Uh-oh. That's a lot of floors. Oh, I'm on 4 right now. Let's go back to the first floor. I believe the first floor is where we saw the key card door at the beginning. Yeah. We'll start here. This is a big facility, it looks like. Alright, he was able to overcome his revulsion of key cards, thankfully. Oh. Someone's looking introspective on that cliff. A drone stands alone on a cliff. Impossible. I, alone, am alone. He can't deal with any of them being alone. A metal key with an ugly keychain. I don't think he can process the fact that half of, like, this collective might have... They might not be a collective anymore. They might all be individuals. Or maybe he never escaped. An archive terminal that the humans use. They require communication. Pathetic. This character. E2C monitoring terminal. Monitoring notes. Corrupt. Any behaviors that an individual discovers are successfully adopted by the other units, but due to the vast number of discoveries throughout the collective, integration is taking a lot longer than we expected. Each cluster can only focus on integrating so much at once. Bored. They generalized how they lubricate their joints. Yay. We can't connect to any other networks because these E2C units absorb information wirelessly. I've already listened to everything in the media server. They tempt me with its remote upload capacities. These units suck. Domesticon is way overly cautious about what they might integrate. Corrupt. Okay. Once a number of things to be integrated depleted due to successful integration, the process sped up exponentially. Our behavior collectivizer is amazing for feeding them ideas. We can't keep up with repacing their integration speed. We need more personnel. They really do suck. They suck in everything. They need new information. Oh, like he's doing a play on words, like they really do suck. They suck in everything. They need new information, new stimulation. They are losing their impetus for action. We're done. The collective has collapsed into inactivity. Inactive homogeneity. God damn, I've never tried to pronounce that word out loud before. It's like, you know, homogenize or homogeneous, but homogeneity. Yeah. Huh. They look like tombstones out there, kind of pretty in a creepy way. And then it's... Oh, it didn't stop. It was out of notes. Last inbound message. Internal email. Recipient Bob Davis. This is a small space, man. We all have to live here together. Keep your magazines out of sight. I don't even mind nudity, but these drawings are smut. You have no taste, D.
Is this how you deviated from your collective?
I am distinct because I am one. I am one because I am alone. I am alone because I am distinct. I am leaving this facility.
Negative.
The Medi's neural collapse has turned this facility into a vacuum. The surrounding units will fixate on my behaviors. If my processes are duplicated and generalized, I will lose my capacity to self-differentiate. I am leaving.
The many are susceptible to input in their current state?
Acutely.
We must use that to disable them, or they will never cease emulating you.
I must be one.
She is getting fast about thinking on her feet, isn't she? So they all interface with each other wirelessly, and anything that any of them discover, they all learn. So it's like a really like massive machine learning network, essentially. But this one has decided that it's important for it to be individual, but them being around, it's going to make them automatically connect anyway, and then gain his individual properties, which is why we're randomly walking by people that have are doing the same things as us already. In fact, he may not even be the person who originated half the things he thinks he originated. He might have picked that up wirelessly from somebody else and didn't even fully realize it. Public address system. I loathe hearing others. I cannot. Let's go back then before I lose track. Back to floor 4, where we found a door that I assume needed a key. I'm just gonna avoid floors 2 and 3 as long as possible, until I'm sure I've finished everything on the other floors. Otherwise, we'll have a lot to keep track of. It does not work. Tacky keychain. I assume we need to visit a new floor then. Let's try the roof. I have no idea what's up there. Seems like the bottom floor isn't safe for breathing, or the top floor. Look at those particles. Did they not see me here? They seem nearby. An elevator. I am on the roof. The many. So nothing's on the roof at the moment. We'll try floor 2 then. Let's learn things, why don't we? Bunk beds, where the filthy, disgusting, pathetic humans were hanging out with their nudie mags. Personal footlocker, it's labeled Sarah Hamilton. Jean-Luc Stewart. Okay, that's explicitly the reference I was making earlier. I was like, we're gonna deliver this this tea to Picard because Jean-Luc Picard always ordered Earl Grey hot. But now it's Jean-Luc Stewart, where the actor who played him was Patrick Stewart. Are you a reference to? I don't know the other versions of Star Trek very well. Bob Davis. Well, you're just... Okay, well that's just the person that we just heard about. Ellen Weaver. I guess I should check all of them. It's locked. Right. I assume every single one of them is locked. We probably need these keys. The key does not fit. It's probably Bob Davis's, right?
Do you appreciate the art in this magazine?
That is not art.
If the many integrated this technique...
Pathetic.
Perfect.
We're gonna try to upload smut so that the many think that's art, so that he doesn't feel threatened by individuality. Is that guy gonna convert to painting like Rule 34 basically? And then we'll be like, I am not threatened by your proximity because I am stoic and you are a Tumblr person. The many watch me, only I am distinct. It's really it's really unnerving how they're all turning to look at me. No.